Well, Phoenix bounced back after losing 2 in Dallas. Game 5 here in Phoenix. I'll let you know my thoughts, and I got some plays for you. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Ben, a.k.a. Cash Cake, back with another NBA Prize Picks video. And I got some plays for you here, but I want to talk a little bit, kind of the incident that overshadowed that Game 4. Chris Paul did foul out early. Didn't see a whole lot of time. We'll talk about that a little bit later here in this video. But the incident, allegedly, a fan that had a Mavericks jersey hugged his mom and pushed his wife in front of his kids. I don't know. It seems pretty crazy, but Chris Paul went off in a tweet, was kind of talking about that with that whole incident. So I think, with that in mind and how, they got beat, pretty bad in Dallas there, I think they're going to come back really strong. So, the game scripts are very important when you build out these plays. And we're going to do that in this Dallas and Phoenix game. You got to figure out how you feel like the game's going to go and go that route. Did it in yesterday's games. It worked out really good for Boston, Milwaukee. We almost went 5-0, and then it didn't go so well for that Memphis and Golden State game with that first half was so ugly. So just keep that in mind when you're making your plays, and let's just dive right into it. But before that, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you find any of this information valuable in your research process as you put your plays in, and let's dive in. Let's go. All right, I have the Prizepicks desktop up here. They have a sweet mobile app you can download, both on the Google and Apple Store, as well as if you do not have a Prizepicks account, make sure you use that promo code DFSArmy and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. So I think Phoenix is going to come out super strong here. I got a few plays in this first half. I got 2 first half plays and then 3 regular plays. And 2 of them are Chris Paul plays because I do think he's going to come out here crazy strong. So game 4, he comes out, he plays 8 minutes in his first stint, picks up 2 fouls, only 1 rebound, 2 assists, a turnover, 2 fouls. So that wasn't great. Then he comes out at the beginning of the second quarter, he picks up his 3rd foul and plays 10 minutes. So he's got 3 fouls going into 3 fouls, and then he comes back with like 45 seconds left in the second quarter, and he picks up his 4th foul in 45 seconds, which is ridiculous. That is actually where we got the over for Luka. If you remember that game, he picked up that silly foul, and then Luka was able to get his over on the points, rebounds, and assists that game. So he's got 4 fouls going into it. Then he goes into the third quarter, plays 2.5 minutes, picks up his 5th foul. And so then he sits the rest of the third quarter after playing 2.5 minutes. And then he comes into the 5th quarter about a couple minutes into the 4th quarter. And in 1.5 minutes, he fouls out. So he just did not play hardly at all, and just completely struggled. Now, with that being said, Chris Paul, I think, is going to come out here absolutely on fire, pushing the pace. He knows he's got to do better if they're going to take Game 5. So I love Chris Paul in all aspects here, and I'm going to be pretty heavy on him across the board here. I just feel like he's going to be super aggressive. In the 2 games that he played Dallas, he put up 19 and 28 points in those games. And then the ones and at home, and then the games are on the road, 12 and 5. He only put up 5 because he was in foul trouble, really bad. So that's where I think that things are going to change, come back to Phoenix, and everything that kind of happened to him. So I really like a play that we missed in the first half. And the first one I'm going to talk about here is we're going to go first half points, rebounds, and assists. And we missed it by a half last time. I'm going back to it. It's a little bit lower even this time. It's Chris Paul, 14.5. Now, it was a 15.5 when we missed it. Again, I think he comes out absolutely on fire. He's going to play a ton here. They need this win. I just think Chris Paul's going to come out extremely aggressive this game. So I'm going to take the over 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists first half. Again, he just missed this. He had 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 9 assists. I'm sorry, that was regular season. My bad. I was looking at the regular season stats and not the playoff stats. He came out in 19 minutes, put up 5 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists in that last game against Dallas. And he's played, besides the first game, he's played 19 minutes. That first game he only played 13 minutes, but he did put up 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He does a little bit of everything, so sometimes he doesn't get aggressive on the scoring, even though I think he does this game, but he does get rebounds and assists, so I prefer this over the points. So first half, Chris Paul over 14.5 points here. And then the other one we're going to go to is just been printing money for us. And I think you can go either way here with this one, and it is Jay Crowder over 9.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I love that one. Or just go points as well. So I like this one at points for Chris Paul or Jay Crowder with what he's been doing. He's went over this, way over this in every matchup. In this entire matchup. Been playing a ton of minutes. 15, 20, 17, and 19 minutes here, putting up 11, 15, 11, 12 points. And 4 for 5, 4 for 6, 4 for 5, 5 for 8. He's been on fire this first half, and he continues to put up big numbers, and I don't see that changing any. So I love the over 5.5. And again, you can take the over 5.5 points, or you can take the over 9.5. I'm going to take the over 5.5 points. I just prefer that one over the 9.5 points, rebounds, and assists. But these are the 2 first half bets that I do have here. And I got another full game Chris Paul that I'm going to give out as well that I do like. Let's head over to the full game here for NBA. Again, my game script. When you build out these plays, have a game script in mind. Like, this is my game script. You might not think this is the way the game goes. And by all means, build your game script out in your head before you make these plays. That's super important if you're building daily fantasy teams or if you're sports betting. You got to have an idea of how you think the game's going to go. I think Phoenix is going to come out super strong and they're going to take it to Dallas. They're a good team for a reason, and losing 2 games is not, set pretty with these guys. So I'm going to talk about the other Chris Paul play here. It is in points. Like I said, I think he comes out aggressive, shooting the ball as well. And I'm going to go over 15.5 points here with him. The juice is on the over for him in this play, and the line is at 16.5 at most books, and it's over around minus 120. But like I said, he put up 19 and 28 points in those first 2 games, shooting 7 for 13 and 11 for 16. Those last 2 games, only 5 for 9 in game 3, and then you got to throw out game 4 because he shot 2 for 4, but he only played 23 minutes because he's in foul trouble basically the entire game. Got to the line two times 3 and 5 times the first 2 games. Did not get the line at all in Dallas. I think that changes. I think he's going to be aggressive here. I still think he's going to, throw assists out there as well, but I think he's going to try to score a little bit. So I'm going to go the over on 15.5 points for Chris Paul here. I do think that he has a pretty good game here, and he's going to push the ball a little bit more on the scoring side, I believe. So we're going to go over 15.5 points for Chris Paul. The next one we're going to go to points-wise is I'm going to go Jalen Brunson, and I'm actually going to go the under on him. Again, just because I feel like the game's going to go more towards Phoenix, and they're going to try to shut these guys down. So Jalen Brunson, the first 2 games in the series at Phoenix, only put up 13 and 9 points. He's went under this mark in 3 of the 4 games. He shot 6 for 16 in that first game for 38%, and then abysmal 3 for 12 at 25% the second game. Only playing 31 and 28 minutes in those 2 games. And he had 4 fouls in each of those games. So, again, because I'm building the game script how I see fit with Dallas kind of coming out more flat, Phoenix coming out more aggressive, I'm going to be under on some of these guys. The juice is on the under around minus 125 for him. So it looks like people are hitting this under as well. And just the way that I feel like the game's going to go, Phoenix is a 6-point favorite here. I just think they take it to them. I think they win by double digits this game. And because I'm building my game script that way, I don't think Jalen Brunson gets it done. I'm going to go the under on him. And because I'm building my game script that way as well, I'm going to go and take points, rebounds, and assists. And we're going to come down here and we're going to go to Luka. And Luka, 49.5. I am taking the under on him. There's no real juice on one side or the other, and the line is actually 50.5 out there, but I'm taking the under. He's only went over this in 1 game in Phoenix where he put up 65. Other than that, even the 2 win games, 44 and 48, hasn't shot really good those last 2 games in Dallas. He actually shot better in Phoenix. He shot 11 for 25 and 9 for 25 those 2 games. And I like I said, I think a lot of it has to do with, I think they're just going to put it on these guys. And because of that, I'm going to take the unders on these. Now, again, if you think it's a different game script, if you think Dallas is going to keep coming out strong and Phoenix is going to struggle, then, base your bets off that and your picks off that accordingly. But that all depends on how you feel like the game's going to go. I personally believe the game's going to go, like I said. I think Phoenix is going to come out and smash them in the mouth a little bit. And I think Dallas struggles here and then maybe I hope this series goes to 7 games because I think they struggle here. I think Dallas gets back on track on game 6 at home. And then who knows what's going to happen game 7, but hopefully we get there. But yeah, taking the under on Luka Doncic, under 49.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So if I had to rate these ones, I'm going to go Jay Crowder over 5.5 points first half, number 1. Chris Paul over 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists, number 2. And then I'm going to go under Luka Doncic under 49.5 points, rebounds, assists, number 3. Number 4, Jalen Brunson under 18.5 points, number 4. And number 5, I'll take Chris Paul over 15.5 points as my 5th play. So there's there's 5 plays for you here. Again, should be a fun game here, but I think Phoenix gets on track. There's no way Chris Paul fouls out and only plays the minutes that he did, and I think that has a lot to do with his game here. He knows he has to be better if they're going to win, and he doesn't have a whole lot of time left. So with that, I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button on your way out and enjoy your Taco Tuesday. I'll see you on the flip side. Deuces.